So hello, youngest College of Delhi University. A very good evening to all of you. The presentation is about motivation. So I'm not going to go for the presentation right now because first of all, I would like to address you all as discussed with your principal. Respected chief guest, chairman, governing body members, principal of the college, distinguished invited guests, alumni, faculty members, staff, friends from media, and most important, the stakeholders, my dear students. It's a privilege, it's an honor, an absolute delight to address you all at this momentous occasion when this glorious institution is celebrating its 4th annual day prize ceremony. Indeed, Aryabhat College has a lot to celebrate as it looks back to its formative but glorious 4 years of its existence and reflects on its significant signposts and achievements. I was floored the way Dr. Manoj Sinha has presented the annual report, and I would like to compliment it by saying that मंजिलें बहुत ज़िद्दी हैं, रास्ते भी ज़िंदी हैं, पर उनका क्या, उनके हौसले भी बहुत ज़िद्दी हैं. Thank you. First of all, before I commence my speech, I would like to take this opportunity to render my heartiest congratulations to all of you, the achievers and even the non-achievers. You are achievers. For this splendid evening, an evening with full of achievements, recognitions, showcasing talent, showcasing dedication, and I wish Aryabhat College to become a benchmark to measure academic, co-curricular and extracurricular excellence. But above all, I wish from the core of my heart as a governing body member to let this college foster a community of students which shall engage sense of responsibility to the society. I am thankful to the management for inviting me to this outstanding institution to motivate young minds, and I would like to thank my mentors, my critics, and above all, the Almighty to give me enough strength to turn every challenge into opportunity. Each one of us, when I stand on the podium at such occasions, feel nostalgic when I were you. Everyone seated over the dais here have achieved something in their life, fulfilled his or her dream, including me. Each one of these dignitaries would agree with me that no one gets it without getting through peaks and troughs. I'm an educationist, a social entrepreneur, a shooter, a rifle shooter, a social activist, an education consultant. But above all, I'm proud and I'm thankful to God for blessing me with 2 highly sensible and successful empowered girls who are responsible citizens. And this is what I want to share with you today with my life experience, because that stays with you. Above all of your the experiences which you are going to get in the college. Education and learning can provide you directions, but that cannot guarantee that you will be successful in finding the next step. So, I repeat the cliche, the hard work and perseverance is the only answer. But I would add to it that it has to be coupled with sense of gratitude. This is the first point I would like to make it to this college. My best achievements are my daughters, who never took any tuition, nor they went for any training institution for GMAT or SAT, etc. But they were India International Baccalaureate toppers. They have studied and studying in the world's top best universities. Every single time they achieve a milestone and earn a feather in their hat, be it best admission in Princeton or Harvard University, or getting opportunity to work with the United Nations or world biggest consulting company McKinsey, I was sure they feel indebted. They feel indebted to Almighty and render gratitude to all who supported. This makes a difference. And believe me and trust me if you can, that by making this as a part of your personality, you will feel the difference. You will feel proud. Your parents will feel proud. As I feel proud to be a mother of 2 good human beings, worthy citizen of the country, and the same I wish for your parents to feel for you. In great institution like Aryabhat, students are empowered with an academic training, the way I have seen that in 4 years, professional competence and ability to assure position of leadership with complete ease and self-confidence. But to add to it with my knowledge and experience of 27 years in the academic field, to instill and imbibe morality, humility, and sense of gratitude. is the most important thing. Thankfulness is what is going to make you sustain the position at the top. As you can see, the world's biggest leaders and business tycoon, IT violinist, game changers, be it Dhirubhai Ambani of our country, or Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook fame, Apple inventor Steve Jobs. Each one's contribution to the society has been of paramount significance. So today, repeating an often quoted quote, the mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, and the great teacher inspires. I'm certain that being the current batch of students or the alumni sitting in the audience, all of you would have found an inspiring teacher in this excellent institution, would have encouraged you to undertake your life journey and would have been responsible in some measure for your success. Same goes for your parents, as your first teacher at home. So let us together, today, salute the dedication and commitment of your mentors for providing the best of education and real life lessons. A huge round of applause for your teachers, mentors and parents. My second message to all of you, I read somewhere and I heard somewhere that in a college corridor there were huge statues of inspiring personalities of the world. But in the middle there remained a mirror. You may ask why the mirror and what was the mirror for? It was for seeing yourself, giving signal to your subconscious mind about your position in future. Yes, I want to share this, that the real life lesson of my life, that a single man, a single woman can make a difference. And the so-called very small video presentation is all about that. But that is possible only when you look for a goal that goes beyond your narrow self-interest. What you are making, the career which you are making is important. But beyond that, there is a world. I'm in a position to say this because I have practiced this throughout my life, in professional field and at personal level as well. There's no job description which says make the world a better place, but that does not obsolete us for thinking beyond ourselves. We are very fortunate, very privileged to have access of best of education and health amenities, but there is another world of deprivation, poverty, social injustice, a world of declining public and private morality. Every morning we wake up to read about another corruption. We remain indifferent of a world that is rocked by violence, terror and environmental hazard. But we cannot escape from this world, but we can acknowledge and recognize our privileged position and accept a responsibility to give back to the society. Every time I worked in India or abroad, as an educationist in a school or in a foreign university, or as an administrator or as a CEO, I always took the challenge of inculcating morality and ethics amongst the students by diverting them towards village, to suburban areas, towards the underprivileged, to let them feel responsible towards the underprivileged. Thousands of students were connected with villages. They still are. Today I own up. I have actually adopted a village to create a positive change, leaving everything behind, my lucrative job behind. I have tried to connect with thousands of students and players of police family of Delhi Police as well, to let them achieve their desired by facilitating ample opportunities with a single cost of developing gratitude, which comes with sincerity and humility. So I can proudly claim that I tried to make a difference. Let me tell you that my thesis bridges the gap between ISR and CSR, that I did my fellow from Lancaster University, which I did when I was working there. It has been turning point of my life. For that only I left my lucrative job to have a hands-on experience and saying I am an optimist and I believe that glass is half full and it's not half empty. I believe that ultimately ethics and integrity will be rewarded. I am an optimist because I have tried with my students, and I know that you all, the students of Aryabhat, will make contribution, and that as you do so will indeed make this world a better place. I shall share a glimpse of my journey to tell you the same. So here we go.
तरीके हैं जो इन बच्चों को यहाँ पर सिखाए जाते हैं। अंदर चलते हैं, कई महिलाएं हमारा इंतजार कर रही हैं जो कि यहीं पर उन्होंने शिक्षा भी हासिल की है और अब स्वावलंबी बनने की दिशा में वो आगे बढ़ रही हैं।
Different students of schools and colleges were involved in it.
कैसे उन्हें ट्रेन किया गया वो भी जरा समझते हैं, आइए।
Oh, 300 schools from Aryabhat.
खिंच कर
ये क्या
MBA students also take out time
हम यहाँ पे
to give back to the society.
बनाना सीख रहे हैं, बंदरवाल बनाना सीख रहे हैं, झूमर बनाना सीख रहे हैं। हमने यहाँ पे बहुत कुछ
The
सीखा।
first lesson was
पहले
to
पढ़ाई सीखी, फिर सेंटर का काम
teach
सीखा।
them financial
अभी
literacy
झूमर
by
का
doing.
काम सीख रहे हैं। सावित्री जी हमारे साथ हैं, 70 साल इनकी उम्र है। आपने पढ़ाई करनी कब शुरू की?
पढ़ाई करनी जी क्लास चलिए जब यहीं सीखी हमने, और अब तो हम काफी मात्रा भी सबकी ये वो सबकी मात्रा भी आ गई है, पढ़ भी है।
अब घर में बाकियों को भी आप सिखाती हैं? आप तो सीख गई आप?
हाँ, पोते हैं पोती हैं और बहुंसू भी कहते हैं, कोशिश करते हैं कि
Such
तुम भी पढ़ो।
examples. Out of 9 years, these are the selected ones.
कैसे आएंगे तो कुछ काम चलेगा घर का?
With full-fledged college, you can do it if you want to do it. To develop any society, you can develop a corporate social responsibility society. 50 kilometers from Delhi, the children have been, the girls have been denied the right of
It will
education.
not matter what kind of car I drove, what kind of house I lived in, how much money I had in my bank account,
We did a
not what my
fundraising
clothes
for them.
looked like. But the world may be a
The
little
fashion
better
show.
because I was important in the life of a child.
We have 15 girl children adopted by us. We finance them.
हमारे पास नेशनल और इंटरनेशनल लेवल के ट्रेनर्स हैं।
Within 2 years, 80,000 plus police personnel and their children are connected through sports. Empowerment through sports.
बच्चे कुछ खेल रहे हैं।
Children of MTS, lower rank staff members have been selected. Are being trained by the in-house trainers. Gradually and slowly, railways and other companies have started coming to help. Children have reached up to nationals, 25 of them out of 195.
I would like to wish all the very best.
The goodwill ambassadors are coming in and pulling
And all the children
the threads now onwards.
who will be trained for the Olympics 2020.
टीम भी
He has become the patron for
मिशन
wrestling.
ओलंपिक 17-2020 को अपनी तरफ से
All free of cost.
पूरी रेसलिंग टीम की तरफ
So
से
we can do
हिस्सा
it.
लेंगे।
With our full-fledged
All the
work,
very best.
with our full-fledged cause.
PFWS Mission Olympics.
He came for a fundraising event, didn't charge a penny. We raised 70 lakhs rupees and distributed it as bursaries. So we can do it. Last but not the least, the third and final message that भरोसा ईश्वर पर है तो जो लिखा है तकदीर में वही पाओगे, मगर भरोसा अगर खुद पर है तो ईश्वर वही लिखेगा जो तुम चाहोगे. Wishing you all a very fulfilling and meaningful year ahead. Thank you very much for inviting me and thank you governing body members.